Medieval Sociology by Julie Mathew. The medieval era in Britain began when the Normans invaded England and defeated the Saxons in the Battle of Hastings. William of Normandy, the leader of the Normans, killed Harold II and was crowned King William I of England. This feat officially marked the end of the Anglo-Saxon era and the beginning of the medieval times from 1066 to 1485. Feudalism was a way of structuring society based on relationships and holding land in exchange for labor. Because feudalism was property-based, a clear social hierarchy was developed. The feudal pyramid primarily consisted of, from top to bottom, peasants, who were farmers, knights, who were mounted soldiers for the king, noblemen, who facilitated the safety of the people, and the king, who was the monarch that ruled the whole kingdom. Each social class was completely loyal to the one above. The king oversaw and ultimately allocated the land to others. He kept 20% for himself, 25% for the church, and the rest to nobles and knights. There were multiple causes of the fall of feudalism, but the main cause of the fall was King Henry VIII's conflict with the Pope. He, along with the feudal states, broke away from the Catholic Church and the Pope's power. He subsequently established the Church of England, ending the feudal system. Henry II's wife, Eleanor, brought the concepts of chivalry and courtly love from France in the 12th century. Courtly love did not pertain so much to intimacy as it did to manners and innocent exchanges. At the time, marriages were arranged to gain status rather than for love. Chivalry was the practice of a moral code for knights. The two go hand in hand because they represented the ideals rarely met in life. Chivalry and courtly love were extremely influential and powerful within works of art and literature because it allowed people to enjoy the idea of romance without being unfaithful. The concepts especially influenced the works of Chaucer, Spenser, Cabelinus, and Geoffrey of Monmouth, author of The Legend of King Arthur. Although the main classes in feudal times were fairly distinguished, one specific class was more ambiguous: the merchant class. Members of this class came from both poor and wealthy families. They had more freedom when it came to finances and business. Because money was the basis of the middle class, it became more prominent and important as cities were steadily growing. The formation of a stronger banking system and trade were major contributions to the rise of the middle class. Strong trading partners encouraged economic activity, increasing commerce and wages. Economics once started with meaningless money to professionally minted and singularly used currency. Banks essentially took on the role of facilitating commerce through accounts. Merchants traveled with their goods and monies. This travel was inconvenient, so storing money in a bank was much more efficient.